Hey guys, so what I'd like to do today is talk about getting started, because it's probably one of the most hardest things to do when it comes to building your internet business. It's actually getting started. I mean, it's easy to think about getting started. You're probably doing that right now. It probably dominates your thoughts. You probably think about the potential to have this perfect passive income laptop lifestyle. Well, you can have that, but it takes a lot of work. You probably already know that. You probably suspect that it's not as easy as some people would like to have you believe and try to sell you their course on how to do it. So, one of the hardest things to do is actually get started. So I'm going to help you to do that today. So you have to take part in this. What I want you to do is open up a new browser tab, keep this video or podcast playing, keep it going in the background, and just follow my instructions. Oops, that was a train going past. There's a train line just there. I don't know if you heard that. Apologies if you have. So what I want you to do is open up a new browser tab, follow along, take notes if you want to, because I want you to take part in this. So first thing you need to do is figure out what your niche is going to be, and that's really simple. So whatever you start trying to direct the conversation to when you're with friends and family, that's your niche. Most of them are profitable. So to validate your niche, what I want you to do is, in that browser tab, I want you to go to clickbank.com, go to the marketplace, have a search for products in your niche. If you find something that has got a gravity of 0.1 or above, it's profitable. That's all you have to do. If you find products that are selling in that niche, a gravity of 0.1 or above, you're in business. So that's step one. Choose a niche. It doesn't really matter. Most are profitable. Validate that there's money in the niche, and then we will move on to step two. Okay, step two. I actually came back inside so I can walk you through this properly, because I need to draw a diagram for step two. So step two, once you know what your niche is, you know that you've validated it so it's profitable. Next, we need to explore the customer journey, and that's step two. So what is the customer journey? Well, every customer has an end point, and that end point is the purchase they make. It's actually just the beginning of another journey called the return path, which we'll speak about another time. But let's keep things really simple. So the customer journey ends, for the moment, in that purchase. So you might be offering hosting. You could have a hosting company. It could be a product about hosting. It could be an affiliate offer. Doesn't matter. The monetization method, that mechanics, is irrelevant. It's the process we're talking about. It's the process that actually makes the real money. So we focus on the customer journey. So here I'm going to draw what that customer journey looks like. So here we have an end point. Let's draw that on. So this is the end point of every journey, and it ends with a solution. So the customer purchases something that's going to solve their problem. So let's draw on an S for that. So that's the end point. So we have to go back over here. Let's draw on another point. So this is the beginning point. It's when they realize that they have a problem. This is the problem that they begin with. So we draw on a P for that. So what you need to do is figure out the steps that your customer will take, the journey they will take before they arrive at that solution. So if you're offering hosting, the customer might, before they arrive at the realization they need hosting, they might start with looking for a domain name, or they might start with trying to find out what their niche could be. So what you need to do is draw a map of their starting point to the ending point and all the steps that they need to take in the order they need to take them to arrive at your offer, the thing you're going to sell them. So here, they might realize that they need to find a niche. So let's put on an N for that. So they need to find a niche. So you could create content that shows them how to find a niche. And then they realize, well, I need to choose the right domain name. So let's put on a D for that. So you could create content that matches that need. And each of these are problems that need solutions. So you can walk them through all the steps that they need to do in order to arrive at the realization that they need to buy this product, buy this offer that you're about to make. And listen, if you want to get really fancy, we're going to delve into the next part in step 3. But on each of these, we need a specific thing to happen. So let's go to step 3, and I'll fill you in. Let's go back to the beach. Step 3, you create strategic content that converts. What's strategic content that converts? Well, in step 2, we looked at creating content that matches your customer's journey. So now we make sure that the content we create that matches that journey has a call to action. We want them to take action when they consume your content. And I don't mean just buy. That comes later. First of all, you have to ask your readers, your visitors to take some form of action to become a lead. This is typically in the form of subscribing to your email list. So we turn them into leads. We do this because not everybody is going to be ready to buy from you just yet. So what we need to do is have a follow-up sequence that continues to deliver value, continues to help them until they are ready to buy from you. And this is how you grow an audience on the internet. We use email because it is still the most powerful way to engage visitors. We have social media, which has got an engagement level of around 3%. Compare that to email, which has got 30%. It's a no-brainer. That's why we use email. So if you're not building an email list yet, you need to do that to build your audience. So we have strategic content that converts. Now we move on to step 4. Step 4, we take our customers on the perfect journey that ends with them making a purchase. We've got all the pieces in place to do that. Step 4, we rinse and repeat. So we don't create this funnel just once. We create it multiple times. We create content that deals with all the problems your customers will encounter. We place that strategically across the internet. We place it on forums. We place it on ads. We place it on the search engines with SEO. We guest blog. There's a whole heap of ways of getting traffic. Traffic is the easy bit. The most difficult thing you can do, the most difficult thing to do, is generate your first dollar online. And that's why it's the most important thing that you should be focusing on now, getting that first dollar. Because if you can make $1, you can make $10, you can make $100, you can make $1,000. Getting that first conversion, that should be your focus. Create content that delivers value, helps your audience, rinse and repeat over and over and over again. And that is how you grow. That is how you create this upward spiral, this upcycle of profit. And it's as simple as that. So thank you for checking this out. If you found it useful, click the subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell so you never miss an update from me. And I will hopefully see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.